taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stokes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. On the run, it's Powell. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Making side adjustments here. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
From the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Taylor wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, and when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The short hands, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football in a...
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here.
Touchdown! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, I think the ball just got on. So quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the RPO, complete. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Quarterback quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the plate.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stokes. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Powell. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacy. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. He's looking downfield to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back.
Running back with the carry. Gain of 5. That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Middle Tennessee.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Gain of 4. 2nd down coming up.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Dyer. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, it's a fumble. defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Through the air, it's Dyer. Buying some time. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lacey. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Galloway. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got a chance. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Lacy. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back down.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
At the 13-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Got it.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Galloway. Touchdown, MTSU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They are up by just 1 over LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback gets the first down. Smashes ahead. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Trying to set up the screen. Lowers those pads. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. See what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Stokes. Gashing the knee on the right. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just... he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Turning it on! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to throw, it's Dyer. With the catch, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust.
And that ball is live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's crippling, because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put it on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And there was nowhere to. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On the ground, it's Powell. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and win.